What's going on, y'all? I know y'all miss me. I missed the last episode. Don't hate me. I'm back now, though. And I brought a sweet guest with us today. Today, we got Mr. Galen. I want to say, make sure I say your last name correctly. Moorer?
Yeah, Moore Jr.
Galen Moorer Jr. here. Owner. That's right, I said owner of a Happy Day Dessert Factory.
Yes, sir.
Galen owns and operates his own ice cream factory. He's, in fact, the first and only black-owned ice cream factory or ice cream store in Pittsburgh. And from what I know, Galen, you started your business at like a pretty interesting time, March 2020. There wasn't really a whole lot of business stuff going on, but I want to give it off to you, man, and just let us tell us about your journey.
Yes, sir. So, it all started really when I was at CCAC. Um, we were working at Rita's. My dad had a Rita's. He had that before whenever I was really young. So I guess you could say it started when I was 8 years old. So when I was 8 years old, my dad had the Rita's. He was really the first person that I had seen get the business, and it really instilled in me that business mindset from a very young age. Going in there, he's like, yeah, I need you to help me make this water ice. I need you to help me do whatever, come work down there whenever somebody called off. And I'm like, damn, I'm 8 years old, I'm 9 years old, I want to play WWE all the time.
Yeah, I want to play the game.
I want to go outside with my friends, but I'm like, you know what, whatever. So I'm down there, but so that's just like, that instilled to me, yeah, I have to do time management, put things aside, decide what means more to me, as opposed to like what I want to do in my life, or if I really want to do this, I want to do that. So I'm like, I don't really want to just be out there playing the game. I'm like, I'm just going with my dad down to the shop. So from a young age, I just realized I want to just work, do whatever I want to do for myself. So seeing him do that, learning how to make the water ice and all of that at a young age, working, doing all the business stuff, and just seeing the click inside my head, like, yeah, I want to do this when I grow up. So when I was at, now we get to CCAC, I was taking business administration for the 2 years or whatever. Did that, and then right around when I was about to graduate, our pipes had busted at Rita's. So we were talking about before this ending our agreement with Rita's. So it's like kind of like when you sign like a lease, you're at the apartment for like whatever 6 months for a year or whatever.
Like the franchise.
Yeah, the franchise agreement. We're talking about ending our franchise agreement with Rita's and doing our own thing because we had bought all the equipment. We owned everything that was inside the store. So everything inside the store was ours. It's just Rita's was on the
Yeah,
name.
you were just using their branding.
Yeah, so we were just using branding from Rita's and all of that. So at this point, we were like, yeah, we can make our own thing. We know how to make water ice. My dad was already experimenting with making ice cream because he was like, well, when I was younger, I used to have this ice cream machine with the ice. You put the ice in, salt, whatever, churn it for hours and hours on end. He was like, yeah, I like doing that. So my grandma was like, yeah, he was good at making ice cream like that too. So it's good. Yeah, it's good to know that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good skill to have, yeah.
He knew that he liked making ice cream when he was my age. So like for him to, you know what I'm saying, be in the Rita's, expanding on making water ice and everything else, just adding on to his craft, that'd be even better. Like, so we get to the Rita's. I talked to my dad and ending his franchise agreement with Rita's. So we do that. We start boom, Happy Day. That's us right there. I'm booming. I'm in CCAC. I'm thinking, well, do I want to do clothing? Do I want to do like food, or what do I want to do with myself with this business? Because now we have the brand name. We got we have our corporation set up. He's like, well, whatever you want to do, man, I'm in for it. Because we're completely spread out from Rita's now. We got all this equipment. I'm like, you know what? Let's just use the equipment. Let's just make our own ice cream shop from now.
Yeah.
Because we got all this equipment and stuff. Doing the clothing brand, I felt like it would have been too much of a risk because, like, you got to find the supplier, you got to find the warehouse, you got to buy clothes.
Trust me, know all about that.
Yeah, definitely a lot of steps.
Plus, it's like, why go through all that when I already have all this equipment in front of me? So I'm
you
just
already have the resources for it. Yeah,
you already
using
built up
what's
such
in
a
front of me.
foundation. You might as well, keep sticking
Right,
with it.
right. So after that, and then he was like, yeah, well, we got to get money now. And that was another difficult time, but not really because my uncle, he's a doctor, so he's rich. So
Yeah.
we go to him. We go to him whenever we need some bread.
Yeah.
Like, you need some, just give it back whenever. And then so it's good that we have family members who are willing to invest in the
Support
business.
those dreams,
So
yeah.
it's
help you guys, yeah.
So my grandma, she invested. My uncle, he invested. Then we got the bank giving us loans and all that stuff, grants.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. So I growing up, so I was always afraid to ask for stuff because it was always given to me because I didn't always have to ask. So I was always expecting stuff just to be given to me. But now growing up, I had to realize I got to ask if I want something.
Yeah, asking for stuff is hard.
I swear, man. A closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah. So asking for stuff sometimes can be hard, but you got to realize, like, you need to ask for money. You need to ask for help. That's why I'm going on Google. I'm asking Google, like, I'm asking these grant companies, can y'all help me out with, like, grants and stuff for the business? I'm asking people, can they, like, help me out with architecture, whatever it may be, plumbing is for the business, electricity, whatever. So we had all of that set up. Architect built the business, and then what had happened? Oh, we had the builder. Builder had started building, then he backed out, and we never heard from the builder ever.
Real quick, what year around was all this like construction and stuff going on?
This construction was going on around let's say 2017 Reedus ended. So it's probably like 2018, 2019. It's probably way before 2020.
And so you were working at Reedus when you were 8. So you've been in the game for like a hot minute.
Yeah, my whole life, man.
He looked young, but he's a veteran.
It's a part of your lifestyle.
Yes, I love doing it, man. But so the building it's halted. It started in like 2018, halted in end of 2018, 2019, because the dude gave him all the money. And he just stopped coming, so he was like, "Damn, all right, now we got."
Contractors do fold on people a lot. I know a lot about that.
Like now, so I got a whole other story about the contractors. We'll get into about this, but we had the contractor come. I forget his name or whatever. We won't get into that. But the girl's name, who ended up finishing the job, her name was Alexis Russell. Another black-owned company They do contracting and stuff. It's a woman too. Her and her husband, they do it as well. I can't remember her husband's name. But her name is Alexis Russell, and she's the one who actually like built the shop up for us. Got these nice resin, epoxy resin tables that we have.
Yeah, I went there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
nice tables. Yeah,
it was nice. See, I'm thinking about doing like epoxy resin on the floor maybe next, but I don't know. Let's see what happens next. But
shout out Alexis Russell.
Yeah. But after that, like that was really a hard time. 'Cause I was like, damn. The dude just backed out. Now we don't have nobody to build the shop. But if it wasn't for Alexis, then we wouldn't have been here right now. We would have just been sitting here just waiting, trying to find somebody to, like I'm saying, build it for us. But we had all designed out, everything planned out, all the money. Here you go. Like we had everything ready. It's just, and then that dude didn't come through. We had Alexis come through. Then COVID hit. So once COVID hit, we were like, damn, are we supposed to open up in the summertime or can we open up now? Because we were seeing the mayor was talking about shutdown and all these restaurants and stuff early 2020. And I'm like, damn, I just quit my job. I was at my old job. I was busting tables and shucking oysters at Luke Wooley's down in the Strip. Shout out Luke Wooley's, man. That's my man. Like he comes into the shop too and supports, which is crazy too. So it's like, shout out my man Luke Wooley. But he comes in too, like I said, and then I was working at Luke Wooley's. Then I forgot what I was talking about.
You were talking about how COVID, like how hard it was.
COVID. Yeah. Once COVID had hit, we were like, well, how are we supposed to open in this time? We're like, do we want to open up later? Because it's number one, March is cold. Like it's real cold in March. It's not really cold, but it's cold in March. But
it ain't ice cream weather.
Yeah,
definitely
not ice cream weather in March.
Yeah, it's not ice cream.
So we were just like, man, forget it. We're just gonna open up in March, and just like, is it cool if I swear on here or not?
No, you can swear.
I can swear, yeah, cool. So we were just like, fuck it, man. We're gonna open up in March. See what the hell happened.
Yeah.
So worst come to worst, we just shut the doors and then just open up again and try again and later on down the lines in like the summertime or something. We ended up doing really well in March. So we had year 3 now. Year 4 now. Going into year 4 this year, I guess you could say 2024 would be next year, but year 4 coming up pretty soon. Like we're doing real well. Got the ice cream truck now.
I seen you guys expanded to the ice cream truck.
Yeah, so people were asking, are we ever going to do a second location? I was like, man, after 2 or 3 years, we'll see what happens. And after the second year, third year, I was like, you know what? We're doing so well. We can get a second location, so might as well do an ice cream truck because we were getting a lot of requests for doing caterings, and we have Gatorade coolers that we put like water ice in, or we have like a beer cooler or something. We put dry ice at the bottom of it so it'll stay frozen longer. But it wasn't really like it works, but it's good, but it's not really that good for branding.
Yeah.
Whenever you just
But you want to have your own brand on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, brand is
you're
important.
just walking around with just a T-shirt and just a cooler box. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Are
It
you
could be
doing?
anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be
I'm about to
anybody,
say,
yeah.
like they don't want to just they don't want to buy nothing or just get nothing off you that day or whatever. So we were like, well, we got now we have branding for the coolers. We got wraps for around the coolers and stuff now. We're working on getting like a QR code sign or something, banners to hang off the tables. But as far as the ice cream truck, man, ice cream truck wrapped logo everywhere. I said we got people. I remember when the first day we got it, my dad was like, "Yeah, we got people calling already, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm driving down the he said I'm driving down the street, people are stopping me like, yo, like, what are you selling ice cream right now? Like, can
Yeah.
I get some ice cream right
Yeah,
now?"
they want the ice cream right now.
He was like, no, I literally just pulled off the lot from the truck. I gotta make sure everything is straight. Like, so it was crazy for like the same day just to see people like they really wanted the ice cream. I'm like, damn, I just really didn't expect people to like enjoy the product that much, but they like the ice cream truck too. People calling, trying to get it. And we're like, man, we got so many caterings now. It's just, yeah.
Yeah. Especially because like your branding, your story like separates you guys from like other ice cream companies in the city as well.
Yeah, see, everything handmade, homemade. See, not a lot of ice cream companies or ice cream places make their own product. So we got people asking us, where do we get our product from all the time? Is it Hershey's or is it Blue Bunny or is it somewhere from Isley's or somewhere? We're like, no, we make this right in the back every day.
You see,
Every
so
single
I
day.
make the ice cream every single day.
Every single day, man. So with ice cream take 24 hours to set. Somebody come in, they be like, yeah, we want butter pecan. But all right, well, we gotta wait for a
Folks
couple
love
days.
butter
or something.
pecan.
Yeah, you gotta wake up. Yeah.
Yeah, say butter pecan, Cookie Monster, and cookies and cream might be like the top 3 right now, the best sellers.
Because I think I had the Cookie Monster when I was there.
Yeah, that blue
Yeah,
John.
the blue, yeah, it was really good, yeah.
Question, man. I hate to take you back, but going back to when you were 8 working at Rita's, man.
Yep.
What was that like when you're like, cause what 8? You're probably what in like 3rd grade, 2nd, 3rd grade, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure like amongst your friends, it wasn't very popular for you to be like, sorry guys, I can't hang out today. I gotta go with my dad to Rita's, or I gotta go work.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
was
yeah.
that like? You know, being like a young bull, like you were really like working as a youngin', and what was that like? Just being
Yeah.
developing like that mindset, and like I mean, you were doing something that damn near no 8-year-old in
yeah,
America is
yeah.
doing, honestly.
I'm about to say, of course, you always just see it in the movies. People are always having a family business in the shop, but it's always nice to like you said, living out a dream, living out. Excuse me, living out what no other 8-year-old or no other person might at this age might be doing. So,
Yeah, it sets you apart a lot.
yeah, it was always. It was I said my friends of course didn't like it, but me I loved going down there and working and learning. But I could care less what they think about me now because
Yeah, who
all my
cares, yeah.
friends, yeah. I said everybody who I was hanging with at 8 years old, I couldn't even tell you their names right now.
Yeah,
Honestly.
true, yeah.
I said I got probably like one person that I remember when I was 8 years old. But other than that, no, I can't tell you nobody else.
Okay. And so you kind of just like kept up this like entrepreneurial spirit and just like this hard work, just kind of like, you know, throughout middle school, high school, into, you know, like you said, going to CCAC and things like that.
Yeah. So when I was in high school, say my 10th and 11th grade year was kind of hard for me because I was just on some, just like, man, I'm just ready to get out of here. I just want to get out of here, honestly. So I wasn't really applying myself in high school. Once I got to CCAC, I realized I was like, man, I got to stop forwarding because there's not too much time left at CCAC. After CCAC, my time would be done. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I was like, you know what, man, I gotta stop, you know what I'm saying, bullshitting and get on the train, you know what I mean? Stop playing around. So like my dad always tell me, said time waits for no man, and the journey of 1,000 miles always starts with one step. And that's like always, time management was always my problem. So and then starting to do things and learning, because it was just like, well, everything is always so like I said, everything's God given, is given to me. Like I feel like everything is so natural. Like everything is so natural to me. It's just like when I'm learning something and I can't get it on my first try, I get kind of I get upset. Like, you know what I'm saying, I get discouraged sometimes. But I had to realize it. Just keep trying and keep trying and
Part
keep
of the
trying.
process, yeah.
So it's like it's part of the process, like you said. Like I tell myself now, I got to start small before I get big. So it's like got to start small, learning and learning before you get big. You know what I'm saying, too much dip on the chip sometimes, or can't do it all the time. But
You know, that's really important.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, you just want to jump straight to the end.
So
Yeah,
I
because you don't
wanted
want
to
to go through the
ask.
process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like Joel Embiid said, man, you gotta trust this process. So it's just like, you just gotta sit down and figure out what works for you. Like me, I'm always, so I used to be thinking like, damn, I don't want to be myself or something one day or other day. I'm trying to just be trying to think of myself as somebody else. But like, man, I gotta stop thinking of myself as something that I'm not. I'm always saying, me, I'm Galen. Like, I ain't nobody else, man. Like, I'm me. I don't want to be nobody else, man. I'm thinking of myself as myself from now on. So it's just like, once I realized that, like, yeah, no, I'm not like no lame. I'm not nothing. So whatever, you know what I'm saying, I might have thought of myself in the past or something like, I'm not nothing like crazy. But it's just like, yeah, nah, I just can't be doing nothing too crazy out here. Yeah, nah.
You know, and I wanted to ask, what is it like? So having a Rita's franchise, like that's like a pretty huge opportunity, and
Mhm.
like I mean, that's like a pretty like household name in the water ice and like the ice cream world and things like that. So can you speak a little bit about like that opportunity, just like what that taught you? Because I mean, like you said, you got to like really be a big fish
Yeah,
and learn big fish stuff, and
yeah.
then being able to apply that whenever it came to like your own personal ventures, and like that's like I feel like that's invaluable experience kind of there.
Yeah, so number one, so learning. First, the biggest thing I could say is just learn how to work the register. You could learn how to work the register wherever, anywhere, but so you could learn how to work the register and then take it and apply it to other businesses as well. But yeah, customer service, learning how to talk to people at a young age was also crucial for me. Because like I said, growing up, I didn't really like to talk to people or look people in the eyes or whatever. When I'm like 8 years old, like you're a child, like that's pretty. When you're a child, like you thinking like, man, I shouldn't really just be talking to people all like that. I just want to be worried about whatever I got going on. I
Right.
want to be playing with my toys or whatever. Like, I don't want to be talking to whatever these old people all the goddamn time. Whenever serving ice
These
cream
old
or
heads ain't
whatever.
talking about nothing.
Yeah, but to say that's what you're thinking. But sometimes, like, you just gotta sit down and be like, yeah, no, they be talking, man. He's showing you what you got to do, man. Like my dad always saying, he's just like, you take the old dog to the so you take the dog to the water. So you teach the old dog new damn whatever it is. I can't even remember what it is.
Yeah.
But nah, he always just said like you can't just if it's not broke, don't fix it, man. It's like the people are trying to teach you what you want to do. You gotta sit down and learn, man. But it's that, and then learning that it doesn't really take it doesn't cost much to make water ice neither. Says a gallon of water ice costs. I'm sorry, not a gallon of water ice. A gallon of water ice syrup or whatever that we use might cost a couple bucks. A bag of sugar costs a couple bucks too, like $5, maybe like $2. And the water, of course, is free. Well, not free, but you got to pay for the water bill. But you don't got to buy water
Yeah.
Right.
from the
Yeah, you don't gotta like buy from a supplier
yeah
or stuff.
from
Yeah.
nowhere. So of course that's you know what I'm saying that's always good to like have to kind of look at the cost, see how I can spread out the money for the different bills and the different type of ingredients that we need to make the water ice or the ice creams. Like I said, everything costs, but it's learning that it doesn't cost too much to make the water ice. So learning that at a young age is like, yeah, well, because it's just literally just syrup, or you could use Kool-Aid if you really wanted to, for real. But we got to get down and so we get down and dirty with it. We use the best of the best. So we gotta we use the syrup, but you could use Kool-Aid if you want. It's not gonna be as good, but syrup is the best way to go.
That'll be the best way to go.
And then what else? I'd probably say that's probably about this. Is learning that everything is learning how to work customer service, and then learning that the water ice doesn't really cost as much. I say now comparing the cost to the water ice to ice cream. Say the water ice is way less than the ice cream, but the ice cream is not expensive to make neither. Yeah, it's not expensive to make neither.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about like how you went from an employee to like an owner and like the process of like learning how to run your own business?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
that's
And,
a
like, the
huge,
hurdles, like,
huge
yeah.
transition,
Like I said, growing up,
especially like how young you are too.
Yeah.
like you said, like growing up, you thinking that working is just working working for somebody else might be lame, but you're like, no, working at all is not lame at all. But working and getting that money, you got to get that bread, regardless if you're
Yeah, you
working for
gotta get it,
somebody else
yeah.
or if you're
That's
working
like-
for yourself.
It's a huge misconception in like our society. Dude. Like people like laugh at you for going to work. And
Yeah,
it's
like that 9 to 5.
everybody
want to
have motion. But everybody want to have motion, but don't nobody want to go to work. That doesn't make any
I
sense.
swear, having a 9 to 5 is crazy nowadays, or doing whatever, or working for somebody else is crazy. I'd be like, no, say working for somebody else ain't crazy. It's just that if you realize you don't want to work for yourself, like if you know you don't want to put that time in, and you sit down and like you realize you don't want to do that for somebody, then that's cool. I'm sorry, you don't want to do that for yourself, then that's all right. And say me, on the other hand, I was like, damn, man, I'm tired of getting up every goddamn day going to work with my dad. Honestly, like,
Don't work for me.
it did get to me to the point like, yeah, no, I do want to go out there. I do want to kick it with my friends. I do want to go hoop. I do want to be able to go out and just chill for a little bit. And that's when I started when I was in high school, I was like, that's when I started saying forget school. But I was like, I can't say forget school.
Yeah.
I got to bounce back onto the work. I'm losing track of school at that time and getting back on track. But now, realizing that that working's not like realizing that working is not something that's bad is good. You know what I'm saying? Because once you realize that working's not bad, you'll be able to realize I can work for myself. I can do anything for myself. But working for my dad was straight. Then I went to go work for, like I said, Luke Woolies. Damn, I said I like Luke, but busting tables, man, god damn, I hated that.
Yeah, you learn what you don't want to do.
Lord,
Yeah.
I hated that shit, man. Say working out. I said not working out. Working and it's like a workout. You grabbing
Yes.
big ass bins,
Yeah.
plates, and just silverware. Like I said, I was shucking oysters too at the time because that's a seafood restaurant right up in the Strip District.
Yeah, the shit just
Yeah, so I said I love Luke to death, man. But working as a busboy, I hated that shit, man. I said my daddy told me, he was like, yeah, no, so when I was your age, I did the same thing, and I said the same exact thing.
Yeah,
He said, I said the same exact thing. He was like, there's people in the business who said they've been doing this for 20 plus years. And I was like, God damn, you want to be busting tables for 20 years? He was like, that's what they said, man. But me, he's like, I'm busting tables. Because he used to work at Tequila Junction down in Station Square back in the 90s and 80s. Whenever not Tequila Junction, when Station Square was more of a mall than what it is now. But he was saying that, yeah, we were down there. I used to come home, man, smelling like onions and got tomato sauce, salsa, corn chips all in my shoes and all of that. Here I am coming on. I got oyster shells in my shoes. I got shrimp shells in my shoes. I got linguine in my shoes.
Yeah.
I smell like the fish market.
Yeah, man, I smell like a god. Yeah, I'm like, gotta take a shower. My girl,
Yeah.
she's like, damn, nigga, you stink. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, man. I'm like, all right, man, you gotta chill.
Oh, damn,
man.
babe, chill out on
Yeah,
me.
it's
You know I was
good.
out here getting this paper.
Swear, I'm like, yeah, I gotta chill, man. So I did that when I was in high school from probably my 12th grade year, so 2016 up until 2019. So I did that for 3 years. Then I was like, you know what, man, I got a jump start on this Happy Day John. So right after I told Luke, and then I was like, yeah, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I remember telling him this whole time. So I remember in 2018, I told him, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be here much longer.
Yeah,
I'm not
outta
going to be here much
soon.
longer because I'm getting this ice cream joint out the way. And they all laughing at me. They like, yeah, no. They said, you ain't going to be having no ice cream business or no type of, you know what I'm saying, no, like you said, no motion or whatever. And like, you're going to be right back here because everybody hate working for their parents or whatever, just like me or just like whoever. I'm like, nah.
I'm gonna be different.
Yeah, so
You're not talking about me.
I'm going to say 2019, like I told them, I left. I ain't been back since. I said, Luke, like I
Amen
said,
to that.
yeah, they come, like I said, we support each other's businesses, but as far as like working, nah, man.
Yeah.
You kiss that goodbye, man.
No, I like what you said too about talking about learning about what you like. People always talk about trying to figure out what they do like and what they do want to do in life,
Yeah.
but also knowing what you don't like is
Yeah, that's
very
a big
very
key,
important
yeah.
too. Like, I mean, when I was in high school, I used to like help my dad out, like being a dishwasher,
Yeah,
just being
yeah.
in the back, like in that hot ass dish room, washing dishes, just
Yeah,
putting
get that
trays
hot
in
water.
over and over and over
I
again.
know exactly what you mean.
And I'm like talking to some of his coworkers who are like, in their like 50s, 60s, and they're like, "Oh, I've been doing this for like X amount of years." And I'm like,
Yeah, like I don't.
I'm
wanna
in
be
high
doing
school. I'm
that,
a
man.
young
Yeah.
bull. I'm a young bull, and I'm like, there's no way I could do this every single day. And like,
Yeah, no, man.
taught me more so about, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew it wasn't that.
Yeah, no.
I knew it wasn't that. And that was one of the biggest motivators, like I said, I probably ever had in my life.
Yeah, so once I realized I didn't want to be busting tables for the rest of my life, because I was like, man, my back is hurting. I'm coming home every night. I'm 18, I'm 19. I should not be having back problems. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the
that's
hell
how I
is
felt when
going
I was
on?
younger and I was doing like construction work in the summer. I'd be
Yeah.
like, dang, bro, my back hurts, all this stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
a young man. I should not be having these 50, 60-year-old man
Right,
problems
problems,
in my
yeah.
back, man. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I was just like, you know what? Like you said, I don't want to be doing this, working for nobody else for the rest of my life. So I had to dig it, get hard in with the CCAC, the college work. Like I said, did that, graduated, and I was straight after the 2 years. And then we did the Happy Days. So it's just realizing, like you said, what you want to do and what you don't want to do is really just like the process of how to like figure out if you want to work for yourself or somebody else.
No, that's really fire.
Yeah,
Can you talk a
facts.
little bit? Like I was reading like your guys' like mission statement stuff. Community is really important to you
Of-
guys.
of
Can you
course.
talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, like I said, so my biggest thing is always giving out to the community, giving back to the community, 'cause it's like my dad has always instilled in me to just always be human, like be that human being. It's always nice to be a decent human. You see somebody who needs help, each one teach one, man. Like I'm always here for spreading the knowledge, spreading the like I said, spreading the knowledge, spreading the wealth throughout the community, doing whatever I can to help everybody. Um, like I said, I was telling y'all earlier, like I said, was at Duquesne, talking to the children up in Duquesne. And like I said earlier, Duquesne's not really the best place in the city of Pittsburgh right now. As
Yeah,
far
definitely
as
like, underdeveloped. Yeah.
yeah, like you said, underdeveloped. There's literally, you go up there, like you said, there's no type of really schools
Yeah,
up there
man.
for
A
real.
lot of talent up there, but
Yeah,
not
like
a
you
lot
said,
of
a lot of talent, but
not a lot of
of
resources being
yeah.
poured into that community.
Not a lot of resources up in there. Not a lot of people like guiding the children the right way. Like and one dude, a lot of the dudes who was in the class, we were asking. We went to a school. I forget what the school was called. It was like Duquesne Middle School or Duquesne Elementary. I can't remember. But we were up there talking to them. A lot of the dudes were saying they wanted to be in the NFL or something. But it was we had one girl that stood out. She said she wanted to be a children's cancer doctor or something like that. And me and my dad were like, "Ooh." I said, "Are you sure you want to be like?" We were, just like y'all saying, the process working.
It's a long process.
Yeah, the process
lot,
of
yeah.
working, figuring out if you want to work for yourself. We were telling her that's a long process of going out there and telling the family like, "Yo, your 6-month-old baby's about to die," or like your 6-year-old son is about to die. So
Some
it's just
real
like
stuff. Yeah.
Like the realities of
or
having
your
a job
6
like that.
Yeah, and she's like 12 years old. We're asking like, "You think you could do that at this young age?" She's like, "Yeah, I could do that." He was like, "All right." I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Yeah, we need more people like you, like people who want to be doctors, people who want to be lawyers or just anything. People want to be in the STEM community or the business community. So we don't need more. We do not need more entertainers. More
Yeah, we don't
TikTokers,
need- yeah, we don't need
We
more.
got a surplus of those.
But it's
Absolutely.
crazy now that people, like, you ask children, they want to be entertainers now, and you
Yeah.
can be a successful entertainer, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm about to say you got to figure out your lane, and really, I said,
Absolutely.
a
You
lot
got
of
to
those
go
people,
hard at it too.
a lot of those people who have been doing the TikTok and stuff, they've been doing it for before. It was
Like
on,
years,
it was on,
years before the
Musical.ly
cameras,
or
yeah.
Vine
yeah,
and-
Vine
yeah.
and stuff, and they're still not blowing up. But like people who are blowing up now, they like you said, they've been doing it,
They
and they're
put the
now
work
they're-
in.
yeah, they put the work in, like you said, monetizing it, and they're blowing up now too. But and like I said, it's 50-50 hit or miss, 'cause like I said, you could be doing all that stuff for years and still not blow up. And you could be doing all that stuff for years and then you could blow up. So it's just
Yeah, like that one video can make you blow up.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's like really about having that passion of like doing it, and you don't know if you're gonna blow up tomorrow, if you're gonna blow up in 6 months, a year,
Yeah.
5 years, 10 years, and it's just
Yeah.
like just going back and doing it every single day just 'cause you love it.
yeah. Say one person I look up to when I watch entertainment stuff like that. His name is Agent Double O from he's from it's called AMP.
Yeah.
With
no, yeah.
Tyson and all of them.
Yeah, I know
but
him. Yeah.
Agent Double O, he's one of my favorite ones 'cause he's always instilling like the business mindset. 'Cause he's different from all of them. They all want to buy chains and stuff. He's like, well, I always buy houses, stuff that I can like reinvest down along the line. I can do Airbnbs with all these houses that I'm buying, or I
Yeah.
can do
Smart
just
investments,
different,
yeah.
smart investments just like that. He's buying land. These people buying cars and they're buying the cars and the chains and shoes and all of that. Yeah, but either way, like they getting that money, so it's just like do what you want to do with it. But I'm gonna be do what I want to do, and I'm gonna just go invest that stuff. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's good to learn. I take his advice, take my dad's advice. Those are two people that I look up to. You know what I'm saying. When as far as like just like business mindset, and as far as just getting advice for business wise.
No, it's actually funny that you brought up Agent too, because I mean, like a lot of people have seen him like blow up like AMP's, I guess, like the big group now and everything like that, and like people he's getting clout and stuff from that. But I know Agent from when he played 2K.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so
That was my introduction to Agent
Yeah.
Double O. Was when he was when his primary content was 2K,
Yeah.
and so like I mean that's like a perfect example of like what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You know, being passionate and just like stay into the grind, and you know, he definitely did. I think he blew in the 2K community, but I mean this AMP thing has been
It really
like,
helped his career.
has
even
really
more.
helped him, and like I
Even
mean,
more.
Yeah.
people at least like most of
Made
the
a
people
brand
probably
out of
that know him from
Yeah.
AMP have no idea about the 2K stuff, and I mean he
Yeah.
was doing that for like, I mean,
And he
for
said, like we said, so he was he said he was doing 2K probably since like mostly like 2K12, 2K10 probably.
for a long
man,
time.
2K11 was my first 2K I ever
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't like, really see like the stuff like the years that people were putting in before. Like people think that you might have just opened up an ice cream
just
store,
yeah,
but,
people, yeah.
but you've been doing this
People
since you
didn't
were
know
8
when
years
he was
old.
8. He was down there
Yeah.
cooking up that water ice.
Yeah, no, I said people come in, so we didn't even know this was here. I said, this is my I said, we've been living here for about like 4 or 5 years now, and we didn't even know this was here. We've been here our whole life. We didn't even know this was here. And I was like, well, yeah, I got to get out, come say what's up nowadays, and just know the Happy Day Dessert Factory is the place to be if y'all want to just get some homemade ice cream if y'all on the north side or something. But, yeah. But no, Agent Double O, I've been watching him since the 2K days, too,
Okay.
since I was in high school. But, you know, Agent, he's definitely my favorite YouTuber right now. Or his favorite just content creator, I guess you could say, entertainer.
Yeah, and then like putting people on, like you said, putting them on the real game. Like I mean, like if you do like to buy, like there's nothing wrong with like you know buying cars and chains.
Yeah,
Like
ain't
if you
nothing
got the
wrong
money
with
for
that.
it, that's cool and everything
Yeah.
like that. But I mean, also like
Especially
being able
if
to
you're
build
not trying to start up.
Yeah, no, hell no.
right. But I mean, definitely like you're building generational wealth and trying to have like you know very like lasting, you know,
Yeah.
having longevity within your wealth, like having things like houses and land, etc. are really
Yeah,
huge.
you want to get them Airbnbs going, 'cause that's one thing that me and my grandma talk about now, 'cause she has she's 70 something. She lives with me, my dad, my grandma, my uncle, and my girlfriend. We all live together in the house, and we have we just got our house remodeled, and we have a lot across the street that my grandma uses for gardening. It's a really big lot. It's big enough to have at least like a house or two we could build on there. And I'm thinking, I'm like, well, whenever she goes, you know what I'm saying, whenever she goes, what do I want to do with that lot? Do I want to keep gardening? Do I want to build houses over there? And she's talking about, yeah, and she's thinking about building a house over there right now. So I'm like, oh, damn, well, that's what I'm thinking about along the lines whenever, like, everything falls onto my hands and I can figure out that I got all this money now from the business, whatever my grandma left me, whatever my dad left me, whatever I saved up, I can just build a house across the street. Then we have another house it's up the street from our house right now that is getting rented out, and my grandma's making about like $12.50 a month on that, which is, and the rent on the central north side or anywhere right now is just getting ridiculous, because the house is down on I say a 2-bedroom right now, and down by my house right now it's probably close to 2 bands, and that's absurd.
That is that is
Living in it's the central north side, the Mexican Wall Street type area.
Yeah, exactly. That area went up
Yeah, because we're getting a whole bunch, because it's so close to the
to the
With the
city.
North
the
Shore and all-
stadium,
yeah, and all
North
that.
Shore and all of that. They're putting all of this new stuff in there. Like we just got Starbucks in there, man. Like we got Starbucks.
Yeah, once the
in there.
Starbucks come, you know, it's
Oh,
over.
the Starbucks,
Yeah.
Right
then the
across,
yoga studio comes,
man.
then the dog kennel.
They did this local, it's called Yen's Coffee. They did this local coffee shop so bad, put the Starbucks literally right across the street from the Yen's Coffee. I'm like, damn, man, I said they shitting on these Yen's Coffee bread
Yeah,
for this
gang.
Starbucks bread. I'm like, hey, man, get the money either way, but it's still like, that's ridiculous that you would set up right across the street and
Yeah,
steal
that
their
is
money
from a
like
local-
that.
Like a
yeah.
family local, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not right at
That's
all.
not cool at all. Like small businesses, man. I was like, that's ridiculous, man.
Kind of speaking on that a little bit, since y'all have had that experience of you know
Yeah.
like the big face, the big brand,
Mhm.
the big brand like ice cream, like dessert places, how do you think y'all would react to, or like I feel like you have kind of like a competitive edge. Let's say hypothetically, if a chain, some kind of dessert shop were to open up around you, you guys kind of have like that competitive advantage of like knowing what that's like. So hypothetically, like if you were in that situation, I mean, like what do you?
Yeah. Oof. So what would I do? I'd probably focus on branching more outwards towards out of the community probably, or like I said, we found our niche that we know it works for us, and then we know it doesn't work for us. So if y'all are going to attack inside the community, we're just going to go outside the community, see what's there. Going to branch out. If that doesn't work, then maybe we'll try. A lot of people want to do online shopping now, so but ice cream doesn't really sell well online, so it's kind of hard to.
But I mean, kind of speaking to your first point about branching out, y'all kind of already sort of started to do that with
Yeah.
with the ice cream
with
truck,
the mobile trucks.
with the mobile truck.
'Cause you can go anywhere.
Yeah. With the
Yeah,
truck, we
can
do that.
Can you talk a little bit about like that transition, like that decision, and kind of just
Yeah.
like I mean,
Yeah.
that's a power play right there.
Yeah, like I said, my boy Nello, he was one of the first people that I told. I was like, yeah, man, I'm getting this ice cream truck. Like, I'm getting this truck, man. I'm serious about this truck. He's like, yeah, man. He said, you always talk about getting tattoos, man. 'Cause I always tell him every year for my birthday, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, like, where you get your tats from? He always laughed at me like, man, you ain't getting tatted this year, man. You ain't serious.
Yeah.
So, he thinking I'm not serious. But then he like, nah, whole time I thought you was serious, bro. I was just playing with you the whole time. I thought you was serious getting the ice cream truck or whatever. But he was the first person I told, and I remember he was definitely encouraging on that. We went. My dad, he found a truck in was it West Virginia or Ohio or somewhere, and he went and drove down there with somebody else's car, and drove back with the truck.
Yeah.
Same day he wasn't
Yeah,
playing.
he went down
we get the
there.
deals done.
And then like he had it. Did he go down there and then towed it back? No, I'm sorry. He caught the Greyhound bus down there, then drove the bus back up here.
Yeah, and got it. Yeah.
And then we had to get busy with working on it. So I was like, damn, you caught the Greyhound down. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't rode the mega bus or the Greyhound since I was probably in like 7th, 8th grade when I went to go see my uncle down in West Virginia. But he went and did that, brings the truck back, and then now we got to find somebody who does the wrapping and stuff on the truck. So my dad really focused on the ice cream trucks more because this was more his idea because he wanted to expand. So I really I can't remember the guy's name, but it was somewhere out in like Altoona, Mars, PA, somewhere far out. We had to go and take the truck out. He's like, man, I need down payments now. Everybody's serious about that down
Yeah,
payment. to
everybody
get
went
started.
down payment. Yeah.
He's like, I need a down payment, man. You know that bread up front because I got.
Yo,
This,
yeah.
Cause he's like, I'm holding people's trucks who don't pay. And sure enough, he had like 2 or 3.
So he does a bunch of food trucks.
Yeah, he does a whole bunch. Like he does. I can't remember his name. I guess he's the main food truck guy in the city right now. But he was holding trucks because people weren't paying him on time. So he's like, yeah, no, I need that bread up front, man. So my dad's like, yeah, we got all the money for you right here. It's just, can you get it done on time? He's like, yeah, well, I'll get it done for you. So he got it done on time. Then we had to find somebody who wants to design the truck with just different wrapping and so that.
Yeah, the wrap and stuff.
Yeah, I think that might have took longer as far as because me and my dad we were trying to go back and forth seeing what was easier on the eye as far as like we want people to see the truck and not be like look at it like damn that's too much on the truck like that's a crazy design or we just want people to see like oh, that's a nice looking truck right there.
Yeah, nice and simple. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess whatever we came up with looking good because like
design, yeah.
we got like I said earlier we had people calling the same day as soon as we pulled out the lot trying to get the ice cream truck about it. So once we got it wrapped, we got it built, everything was straight after that. It was smooth sailing, but that was mainly my dad's ideas to get the truck because I really wanted to get like another brick and mortar really, but he was saying that the brick and mortar you don't want to have to go out like too far from where you live. You want to just keep it like close. So like you don't want to be living on the north side and have to drive all the way to like Washington, PA or somewhere, or Monroeville every day to open up a business. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to be doing all that. So it's just like right now, there's not really like too many buildings to be expanded into and that are like in good locations. Like I know right now, I read an article. I'm sorry, read an article recently about they're giving people a couple like $15,000, like $10,000, and like $1,000 off your rent for 6 months or something like that downtown or whatever, or you might get 6 months free rent downtown.
Yeah,
I was looking at
they're trying to revive downtown.
I was looking at that. I was like, man, I don't want to do that because after that, the rent for the month's gonna be like $30,000 for the month to be in that building. Cause they saying they're gonna give you free month. I'm sorry, that's what it was. It was free rent for 6 months, and after the 6 months, you get a deductible. You get rent deducted off your get cheap rent, and then the rent goes back up to regular price after that 6 months to a year. So it's just like I don't want to do that after 18 months. After 18 months, if I don't have all that bread ready, then now I'm out of luck. So I'm out of the business. I got to put my house up, or I got to pay all these loans back up down. Like I got to figure out some way to pay all this bread that I took out of the bank. So it's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to do all that. My dad's like, well, the food truck now seems to be, so the food truck business seems to be going up and steadily on the rise.
It's going up, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, we might as well just get a food truck, man. So we don't have no ice cream trucks in the city. He said, when's the last time when's the last time y'all seen an ice cream truck, honestly?
Yeah, I ain't seen an ice cream truck in a long time.
Yeah, I'm about to say, so we got one now. So I thought once he said that, I was like, yeah, damn. So I ain't seen a Blue Bunny truck going up the street.
Yeah, I ain't seen a Blue Bunny truck in a minute.
I ain't seen the ice cream man go up the street in a minute.
So I almost forgot the ice cream jingle I heard.
Yeah, I don't even know the little song to it.
But nah, he told me that. That got me thinking. I'm like, yeah, damn. You never get the truck. He said, forget the brick and mortar. Too much bread. Get the truck, man.
Man, it's all the overhead too.
Yeah. So all we do, we got a generator for the truck. I said, I know my other friend, my boy, my brother, I guess you could say, my boy, I call him Ducci. His dad, he got his stepdad, he got a food truck. They sell just what do they sell? He's like, yeah, my dad, he got a food truck. And they selling meatloaf sandwiches off that joint, bro. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, yo. He was like, would you eat a meatloaf sandwich? I was like, I thought about it. I was like, man, I said, I like meatloaf personally.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know.
I said, me, I like meatloaf personally because I love my grandma's meatloaf. So I love the way my grandma cooked. So, but if it's somebody else's meatloaf, I'll try it. But like he said, a meatloaf sandwich, I start rolling.
A meatball sandwich is kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Meatloaf sandwich is crazy. He was like, yeah, man. That's what I told him. I said he has like all of these different type of like
creations,
crazy, wacky creations on the truck, and it's like he's like, man, nobody's really buying anything because they see the menu. They're like, what the hell is this menu? Like, it's crazy. But what I was about to say is he was telling me that somebody had stole his generator off of the truck or whatever. So he was telling me make sure I get my generator chained up. So I got a lock on there now, and we charge it up every night. So yeah, another thing.
So you guys been using the truck already?
So we've been using the truck now since the first we had an event. We tried it out the same day. We didn't try the event out the same day, but we tested the truck out. Make sure that the generator and the custom machines and the freezers and stuff work on the inside of the truck. So we went and plugged it in back at home. Everything was green. Everything was going. And then on July 4th, was it July 4th or was it sometime around July, we did Allegheny West. They were our first people to do an event with the ice cream truck. Yeah. So. Like I said, I think it was the 4th of July. We did an event. It was our first event.
But the best day to be out there as the ice cream man.
Hot as hell.
Everybody outside.
Out there, they drunk.
Yeah, they went to
ice cream. Yeah, you already know it going down.
Especially the water ice. They probably all went to water ice too.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry. I done heard you say water ice like 15 times. What is water ice? I am not.
Yeah, so water ice, really, that's another thing I explain to people. I say water ice is just Italian ice, like. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like we found our niche and we got to be different. We got to call Italian ice water ice because it's like. Growing up, I say Rita's they sell Italian ice, and say at Happy Day we sell water ice. So it's just like,
Yeah, that's
they think
separation right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
people think it's different. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like you said, what's water ice?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was looking on the
Everyone's like,
I-
"What's water ice?"
We was
Yeah.
looking at the menu before this, and I was like, "What is water ice?" I'm like, I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, I only know
Yeah.
about that from like my friends from Philly. And,
Yeah,
like,
but
New
so
York.
we get people from Philly all the time. Hey, y'all call it water ice up here? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I said, we the only place in Pittsburgh that calls Italian ice water
Water
ice
ice,
right
yeah.
now. So everybody else, they call it icy balls, ices,
It's
Slurpees or
yeah.
something. But now I'm straight water ice, man. I need that water ice. But yeah, said the water ice, like you said, you like the water ice more than ice cream, you said?
Yeah, I like the water ice.
Yes.
I like water ice and ice cream.
Yeah. The ice might be now. I said during the summer, the ice is definitely outselling ice cream 'cause it's hotter that day, and the ice is more refreshing. As far as ice cream, like you eat the ice cream and now you want to go to sleep.
Be thirsty after. I'd be
Yeah.
thirsty after eating
Y'all
some ice cream.
milkshakes are really good.
Yeah. So you eat the ice cream when you're tired, sluggish, or whatever. But the water ice, you eat that, that's refreshing, man. Especially on a hot summer day.
Real quick, kind of going back, you're telling that story about your grandma and like how y'all live together and like the property and things
Mhm.
like that. It seems like the entrepreneurial spirit is kind of just like ingrained within your family. You
It's
know,
booming.
Like your grandma's thinking about like, I mean, she's already doing stuff with the garden across the street and even thinking about building properties. I mean, obviously your dad with the Rita's franchise and Happy Day, and
Yeah.
I mean, you're living proof of that as well. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, has entrepreneurship kind of been something that's always just been like talked about in your family, or
Yeah,
more
yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
that you've just seen going on in your life? Because I mean,
Of
like
course.
for at least 3 generations, man, like that's rare.
Yeah, so when I was growing up, I always used to tell my grandma I'm leaving the house, I'm moving to Florida, and I'm going to start me a business. And I said that my whole entire life, and just trying to be like my dad. Like I always wanted to be like my dad. He went to Florida for college. He used to tell me he loved it down there and how
Yeah.
crazy it was down there as far as just the atmosphere and going to the classes and seeing all the different types of women in the classes. He's like, you look right, you look left. He like, Rock.
Yeah, college is dumb. There's a bunch.
He like,
bunch
come
of-
on, man.
Yes.
You might have seen Shorty right here. You look to the left. You go on MTV. She's on the Biggie Smalls video. He's like,
Yeah.
Dad, I just see you in class.
Yes.
I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, for what
Yeah, we don't get that up here. We
Yeah,
don't get
nah.
that up here at all.
But he was but yeah, no, I say my dad always instilled in me always have bread inside your pocket, 'cause no matter what, he said bread is always going, like you can always do whatever you want as long as you have money.
Yeah, as long as you got
He
money,
said
it's a
you don't-
freedom.
You're not gonna ask nobody for money, 'cause like I remember my one boy, he ran it up off everybody at lunchtime asking, "Can we get $1?" Every day asking somebody for $1. I'm like, man, you don't get out my face asking me for a goddamn dollar every day, dude. I'm about to smack you, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting mad. Or you go out with your friends.
Go make $1, man.
Yeah, or you go with your friends, they'd be like, I forgot my wallet, or like they can't pay for you. Like, damn, I gotta pay for you all the time. So it's just like seeing that growing up. I was always looking out whenever I had bread. Like if somebody ain't had no money, I'm like, damn.
You gotta help out. It's to
Yeah.
help us. Yeah.
And then at that point, I'm like, nah, I don't really got too much bread for me. So I had to realize, like,
Can't be helping
I
everybody.
can't be helping everybody like that. So then I had to realize I gotta just cut my circle small. So I'm like, all right, got my good friends, got my family with me. I'll look out for my family and my friends now. So everybody, I see somebody out there, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. I'm strictly on the mindset of me just not thinking everybody is my family, but I gotta
Focus on yourself.
Yeah, I gotta focus on myself right now. But
Talk a little about how like focus on yourself helped you like elevate and get to another level.
yeah, I said right now, focusing on me means I gotta work out every single damn day. I said yes. If you follow me on Instagram, so I know y'all see me on
Yeah,
Instagram.
follow on Instagram. Yeah.
Every day I'm always posting a little clip of me working out from last night. Me and my dad, we be boxing up on there. It's always just nice to have my dad's that motivation to just whenever I'm working out. 'Cause when I was working out by myself, I wasn't really consistent with it. Like I work out like 3
Yeah,
days a
like
week.
pushing you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was working like 3 days a week.
Gotta have a
but
healthy competition.
yeah. Now I'm working out 7 days a week every day for like 30 minutes. Or before I would work out like 3 days a week for like an hour and a half. I'm like, God damn, I can't do an hour and a half. But
Yeah.
it's like, it just seems like thinking of working out for an hour and a half, you're like, damn, I don't want to work out for an hour and a half.
Yeah, but 30 minutes, you get that
Yeah.
in every day consistently.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a business owner, man. An hour and a half is
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of your time.
that's a
Yeah.
big chunk of your time.
So I would just wake up. So my dad opened the shop up. I go in the night. And I would work out for like an hour and a half. At the end, after I closed up, like I can't keep doing that because that was a lot of stress on my body. I realized mentally, physically. You know what I'm saying? Just you can't work out for an hour and a half or like that. So I was just like, you got to break it up. So working out, focusing on myself means I got to work out and just eat right and just, you know what I mean, be there for me right now and focus on me and my family.
You know, that's really important.
So yeah, I said working out is really just that's really helped me learn that I got to focus on myself right now because when I'm working out, I can only you only focus on yourself doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, motion that
It's
you're
just
doing.
it,
Focus
okay.
on yourself doing
Yeah.
that push up or focus on yourself doing that burpee or whatever you're doing. So working out always helps me just clear my mind.
You talked a little bit about earlier. You talked about like the hurdle of asking people
Yeah,
for,
yeah,
for help
yeah.
and asking for money. Like, can you talk a little bit more like asking like your family, like the banks, and like,
Mhm.
a little bit more about that process, like how it went?
How did you overcome that? I guess kind of like attached to that, like confidence. You kind of spoke about like confidence being built up over time and things like that, and just
Yeah, yeah.
what
Say
that process was like for you.
just like I said, just realizing that what you want yourself to do is not lame. Like I said earlier, I used to just think that what I wanted myself to do used to be just lame or just boring or something stupid. It's like just chilling or just uh realizing that it's hard. I was about to say is that yeah, realizing that what you want to do is just nothing that is nothing crazy, nothing lame. So once I realized that what I wanted myself to do wasn't nothing outlandish or nothing crazy, like say I wanted to just like I don't know, say that driving the car was just crazy. Saying something simple was just stupid, or something simple was just lame. Like damn, that makes me not want to do something. Once I just realized that what I'm doing is just a simple task, I gotta sit down and be like, yeah, what the hell am I talking about? Like all I'm thinking about is just going to go brush my teeth or going to go I don't know, something simple as like you said, driving the car and like man, driving ain't lame. Going to work ain't lame. Doing what you want to do ain't lame. So I just gotta sit there and make sure I keep telling myself that man, what I want myself to do is just not lame. So once you realize that what you want yourself to do is just not lame, you sit there, don't give nobody else no power over you. You know what I'm saying? Don't think of yourself as another person who doesn't. You know what I mean? Just don't think of yourself as another person. Because when you think of yourself as another person, that's when you start giving yourself. You're giving other people power over yourself, and you don't want to do that, man. Like
You don't want to do that at all.
yeah, no, you don't want to do
Once
that
you
at
lose
all.
your power,
Yeah,
it's over.
yeah,
It's
no.
hard to, and it's hard to get back too.
I said I seen a post on the gram and it said always like choose who your teachers are. Like I said, is growing up, I love my dad, love my family. So always just instilled in me. It's the only people that have power over me is my family, man. That's it. That I love my. I'll do anything for my family, but that's like once I realized I would do anything for my family. Sometimes I start like confusing, like you mean other people. I think of somebody else as my family. Like man, I can't be thinking of other people as my family now. Like you were saying earlier, you can't be focusing on
Other people.
yeah when you're focusing on yourself. So it's just like growing up, I was always generous, helping everybody out. But then I remember my mom was always telling me, man, everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your family, or
Yeah, everybody.
the same-
That's what mom say.
Yeah, the
Everybody
same-
ain't your friend.
the same old saying, if such and such told you to jump off a building, would you
Would
do
you
it?
do it? Yeah,
Or
they
if
be-
such and such told you to jump off the bridge, would you do it? I'm thinking at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, hell no. What the hell was I thinking back then? I
Right.
was-
True. Yeah.
I was my mind as a child was way just like I don't know, man. But just realizing that what you want yourself to do is not lame, and you don't give nobody else power over you, man. You're straight after that. So it's just like whatever that means to you, just figuring out how to not give other people power over you. That's just you know what I'm saying. That's what it is for me. So it's just like once I realize nobody else has power over me, I'm straight, man. I'm good.
Yeah, and you proved that you really wanted it. Like earlier, you talked about you found the grants. You asked a
Yeah, you
family
were
member,
hustling. Like you weren't just
and you had
Yeah.
to like.
you
Once
and your
it
pops.
was,
Like, I mean,
yeah.
like getting on the
Yeah.
Greyhound, gonna go drive the the ice cream truck back up a couple states. I mean, finding like you said,
Yeah.
the Brandon dude was all the way out Mars, Moon.
Yeah.
Like that's not close at all. So you
Yeah.
did like doing your due diligence and things like that.
And then another thing that helps me too is say my girlfriend, love her to death. She has a business too, Deja by Design. Having her, she does graphic design and a whole bunch of stuff on the internet. Y'all check her out if y'all want to. Deja by Design, but she helps me out the most, just sitting there and seeing her just type out on the computer all day for hours on end, just 'cause she has a separate job and then she comes straight home and she'll be typing and doing graphic design for hours until like 3, 4 in the morning. She be like, yeah, did this 12-hour shift over at Outback, and then I come home, I'm doing 4 hours, 5 hours with the graphic
So
design.
she's really
and
motivated.
she's grinding,
Yeah.
she's motivated. And I'm telling her, I'm like, yes, yeah. She's laughing and she thinking I'm not serious, but I'm telling her, I'm like, I love that shit. Like, that shit makes me, you know what I'm saying?
That's attractive.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said, that makes me, you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Yes, I love it. I said, I love you for that. That's what I tell her every day. I said,
It's hard
do
to
not.
find, especially in our generation.
I told her, I said, do not get it up. Do not give that up. I said, do not get that up whatsoever. I said, once you find somebody who's like you or who wants to have like the same, like similar type mindset as you, then, you know what I'm saying?
That's really important.
Yeah. So that's what you were saying, 3 generations of entrepreneurs in the family. As far as my grandma, my dad, then me. We got my uncle, I'm sorry, not my uncle. Just me, my grandma, and my dad right now. Everybody got our own type of business that we got. Like I said, my girlfriend has her own type of business. My uncle, he used to design. My uncle that lives with us, he's schizophrenic, but he used to design computers for some IT company in Germany. I can't remember. So everybody in our family's been well off. So it's just like they're all hard workers. He went to MIT. My uncle, who's a doctor, he went to Penn, or he went to Penn and then Temple, or Temple and then Penn, one or the other way around. I can't remember. But then my dad went to FAMU, like I said, and then they all had scholarships, full rides, and then it's just like being smart and having that business mindset has always just been instilled in the family.
Example, yeah.
So just like, yeah.
Being smart's very important, but also, like you said, applying yourself. Because
Yeah.
I know a lot of like real like academically talented people who don't put in any kind of work, and
Yeah.
that work ethic thing that separates you from someone who might not know as much as you, but is willing to put in the effort, versus you who might come naturally to you, but you're not even trying.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. I mean, you're already like so accomplished, man. Like making like Pittsburgh 25 under 25. You have your own business. You guys have expanded to ice cream truck. What's next? If you can even, what's next for you, man? Because you already have so much.
I honestly don't know, man. Like you said, we have everything right now. When I remember when I first started out, all I could think of is just what do I want next? More and more and more. Like I want everything, but
You gotta take your
now,
time.
yeah, and I gotta realize now I don't want everything. Like I don't want all of this stuff to be like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want the first thing that's popping into my head. Like I don't want everything. Like everybody, I remember my little brother's mom told me this when I was in like 7th grade. She was like, man, you could be she's like, you could be anything that you want. Like you have all this stuff at your disposal, and like you're so humble about it. Like you got all this stuff at you got all this money, your dad gives you all this money, buys you whatever you want, you get good grades, do whatever you want. That's just like, then you choose to be not like an asshole, or just like, you know what I'm saying, you choose to be humble about it. And I was like, that's me, man. So anybody who's known me knows, just like I've been chill. Like you said, I'm always helping everybody out, but now I realize can't be helping everybody out now. Got to focus on myself. But back in the day, I always used to be looking out for everybody. So it's just like now, I got to focus on myself right now.
Look out for you.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to that. When you were a little kid, what did you want to be?
I remember my dad told me he wanted to be an astronaut. So that made me think I wanted to be like a biologist or something when I was growing up. That's always why I love biology, like marine biology, studying like the fish and stuff, as far as that too. And then like like going up to space is just like going into the ocean, because the ocean is
just like space.
That's like 5% or like 3% explored or something crazy like that. So it's just like, don't nobody know what's down there. Like nobody knows up in the space. So it's just like always wanted to be trying to explore what was down there as a child. But now I realize, seeing the submarine that
Change your mind real quick.
Lost. I was like, yeah, no, I'm cool, man.
He said, I'm cool.
Right here on this ground.
Then my
2 feet planted.
Then my uncle talking about, yeah, you got to go to all this extra school, because he was a doctor. He like, I had to do like it was like 8 to 12 years extra schooling or something. I was like, damn. I remember going to his graduation for his doctorate, and I was like 3 or 4 years old. I still have the picture for it. I remember that day real clear. He's like, yeah, man, I'm got some more to do after this. I want to get that. I want to get my degree some more because it's just like, damn, it's just constant schooling. So it's just like business wise, I was like, man, yeah, I'm do that that 4 years, 2 years, or whatever I got to do for the business degree. I'll be straight after that. I don't want to do no extra schooling after this. After just to get the regular John. I don't want to do no extra like 4 years, no extra like 6 years or whatever they be talking
You
about.
didn't have to either. Yeah.
No. I mean, it's important to like in knowing yourself and knowing that that's not for you. Because I mean, like especially, I mean, being in it, but especially if you're putting your money behind it.
It's
right? Like, this
expensive,
ain't
like,
for
people-
me.
yeah.
School is not cheap, man.
Some
Hell
people
yeah.
go like 4 years. They don't even know what they want to do.
Right.
They're just spending all the money. Then they get a piece of paper and they're like, "Dang, I don't want nothing to do with
Yeah,
that."
Nothing
which
to
is
do with
crazy.
Yeah. No
And that's
driving
the crazy part too. You see it in the movies too. That's another thing that agent be talking about in his videos. Bring it back to agent. He be saying, yeah, I went to school and then I dropped out because, like you were saying, I realized I was spending all this money on something that I didn't want to do. 'Cause I'm realizing, well, I love making YouTube videos. I love sitting in front of the camera talking to the people on the chat all the damn time. So he just decided to do that. So it's just like you said, just finding what works out for you the most, sitting down with what's really it matters to what is more important to you, what matters to you the most. You figure
Yeah.
out.
No, absolutely, man. Because it's your life. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, I mean, you got to live your life. You got to be the one doing it. You got to be crazy about whatever you're doing.
Yeah, facts.
But that's pretty lofty, though. Marine biologist or a biologist. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When I was a kid, I just wanted to be a WWE wrestler. I just wanted to be Jeff Hardy.
Yeah,
I didn't have
no,
any super
facts,
lofty
facts.
goals.
Swear, 'cause I remember just in like 9th grade we had biology, and I was just like, man, I really love biology. I'm in 9th grade just doing. 'Cause I remember we had her name was Miss Binion, and then she did she quit? I can't remember what happened. She might have quit or something throughout halfway of the year 'cause they said the class was giving her way too much trouble. 'Cause I went to Obama. I said at Obama, everybody at Obama was just, it was all cool. It was just you had the few oddballs, just people who just loud. You know what I
Yeah.
For
mean?
no reason, too.
People who come in like this. You see the stigma on in the meme. The meme on like Facebook, Instagram. They talk about people coming in drinking hot Cheeto. I'm sorry, eating hot Cheetos.
Yeah,
I
that's
said,
what they do.
I said, no, that's
At 8
real
o'clock in
life.
the
Yeah,
morning,
no,
just
that's
boot
real
it up.
life. I said, people out here, M&M's, Mountain Dew, hot Cheetos every morning. I'm like, yeah, that's disgusting, man. But just realizing, like you said, what you want to do is just, man, what you want to do.
No, man. Having that teacher like you talked about is very important, man. Because I had an opposite. You said Miss what was her name?
Yeah, Miss Benyon, she was straight, and then we had, like I said, she quit because, like I said, the class was making her have a hard time or whatever. And then after she left, what was her name? We had a substitute, and then somebody else was in there covering the class. We had 2 teachers at a time during the biology class. I can't remember her name. I can't remember another dude's name, but they was good people too.
No, having a good teacher is absolutely important. Because
No, Miss Davis, that was her name, Miss Davis, and damn, I can't remember the bald dude's name. I can see his face. It's a bald dude with glasses.
Yeah.
having a good teacher is real important, though. Because I mean, I think back to my high school biology teacher, Miss Nesbitt, and that is probably why I didn't continue my passion for biology and switched over to something else. But
Yeah.
I mean, like we said earlier, it's important to know what you like, and it's
Everyone
also
has something
important to know what
different.
you don't like.
Yeah, no, I swear.
Yeah, I was like science. I knew science classes weren't for me really.
Yeah.
I was more like I like math and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked math too, honestly. And then once they started adding all the letters, I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
slow
no,
down, slow down.
4xy, and you got the now you have, I remember I took
You got
was
I.
it calc or something.
Calc
Yeah,
was it
with
for
the
me.
derivatives.
I was a strong.
Yeah,
Tan, you got cotan, you got exponents with the tan.
Yeah, like bro.
Inline.
Exponents with equations. I'm like, damn, all this to find out is just 4 to like the 4th power. or
Yeah,
something.
it's
Like,
just
what
like-
the hell?
he's-
Like,
I went through. I gotta do this whole proof and the answer. The proof is the proof is longer than the question. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I remember we had to do the proof. I
Yeah,
remember
the
we had a
proofs were annoying.
We had a whole segment on proofs because I was in CAS classes, which is like the equivalent to the honors classes that they
Mhm.
have at like Penn Hills or somewhere in the different school systems in the Pittsburgh. 'cause the Pittsburgh Public Schools, all the advanced
Yeah,
classes
yeah,
are
yeah.
CAS.
They got that at Alderdice too.
All dice, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So at take CAS classes, I didn't have CAS science. My what you gonna call it? My science teacher in 8th grade was hating on me. Didn't give me. I had to get a B. I'm sorry, an A. I had like 89.
That's a
Yeah,
major
he
hit
was
right
hating
now.
on you. He was
That's
hating
a-
on you.
I
Yeah.
had to get I had an 89. I was like, damn. All right.
That's how we're moving. Cool.
Then I had CAS math, CAS English. So I had all CAS classes except for history and like I said, science. So those are only two classes. Only two classes that I was not taking advanced studies for. So other than that, that was straight too.
Yeah, well, that's really straight. But how was tell us a little bit more like your high school experience. Like how did
High school, yeah, no, that was straight. Like I said, ninth grade, getting A's and B's, and then once I got to like 10th grade, like I said earlier, 12th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, I'm just realizing like, damn, I want to like get out there with my friends more. So I stopped really like focusing on school, like, and then started chilling and with my friends more. And I'm realizing, man, I can't keep doing that. So it's just like I got to get back on track. And it was hard
Yeah.
for me to get back on track. So once I got to CCAC, I'm sorry, once I was in like my 11th, 12th grade year, I'm realizing, man, I can't keep doing this. I gotta cut people off. I gotta realize that, yo,
Do what's best for you.
yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that's definitely like something I had like come to realize as I gotten older. You know, like I felt like kind of like in my younger years, I'm more so like want to just be surrounded by a lot of people, just like
Yeah.
to have that quantity, but I didn't necessarily have that quality. And like as you get older, I feel like your circle becomes more and more refined and more and more
Yeah.
refined. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's more so about like the quality of people you have around you, and like the support system that you have, opposed to having. Like, I mean, would you rather have 3 people to call from that you know one of them's gonna pick up the phone and help you, or would you rather call 50 people and none of them answer?
Right, yeah.
Very
Like I said,
maturation really is what
yeah,
it
I
is.
feel like that happens I feel like that happens to a lot of us. Like when you're younger, you kind of just want to like please a bunch of people, like help
Right, right.
everybody.
yeah.
But like once you're like older, you're like, dang, I gotta get a little bit more selfish. I gotta like help myself.
yeah.
I don't even like what you were saying about like being generous. Like being generous is great and all. Like you always helping people, but like you also gotta help yourself too.
Yeah,
Man.
man. That's
And
what
would they help you too? That's another important question too.
Yeah.
Like if they were in the same position, would they help you?
yeah, that's what I think about too. I'm like, man, y'all wouldn't help me if I was asking for X amount of bread to start this business, or if I was asking, like I said, like I had to ask my uncle, asking my grandma, asking banks, asking for the grants, asking my dad.
You have to put
Saving up.
like you have to go hard for that money.
Yeah, like I did not say I'm not gonna ask none of my friends. I don't want nobody to be. I said me just like I don't want people to care more about me more than they care about themselves too. So it's just like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, no, I just want my family to just help me out. I don't want nobody else to help me out. So just like I don't want nobody else to help me out with my family. If I could get my family to help me out, then that's straight.
That's all you really need.
If I can't get my family to help me out, then I'll ask for somebody else.
And that's the biggest hurdle for like a lot of, especially like young people and like
Yeah.
especially like young African American entrepreneurs and stuff is they're like scared of like the hurdle of like the
Yeah.
money to start, but like they just gotta get out there like you did step by step and just figure it out.
Yeah,
Yep.
my daddy always told me, like he said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. That's always a start instilled in me. It's just like you gotta just start small before you get big, man. You gotta, like you said, learning is a process. Gotta learn to do anything before you could just. It's like you can't go out and expect to score 50 points like Braun does every night, or you think Braun just woke up and was just the greatest instantly. But no, LeBron, he worked his ass off for 18 years, or let's say 39 years now.
Yeah, 39 years. Yeah.
39 years now, and he's the greatest. Well, I don't know if y'all consider him the greatest, but I consider him the
Yeah,
greatest.
he's one of
I'm
the
saying.
greatest. Yeah.
He's the greatest in my opinion. He said my dad, he's like, I don't know, man. He said Jordan, but he was like, Jordan might have him beat, but after seeing 39 years of consistent hoops,
Hard to
He
beat.
might-
Yeah,
he
consistency
said
is hard
20
to beat.
years of just hooping, no days off,
Yeah,
no
you can't
off
really-
season or nothing, man. Well, besides off season, but no retiring.
Yeah, no retiring.
No crazy injury neither. He'd be like, man, who is this man's father? Like, he got
Yeah,
crazy
that's what I'm
genes.
saying.
I
Like,
mean,
this
like,
man's
yeah,
father.
no, funny as hell. 'Cause that's another thing. Like I never did. I never really thought about that before. Who was LeBron's dad? 'Cause I never really
Yeah, because
instilled.
his genetics.
Yeah,
are
his
definitely
genetics are
abnormal,
crazy.
Like you see, like
A lot of people
Yeah.
don't have those genetics.
you got Bronny, who's nice in hoops. Then you got other son Bryce, who's
Yeah.
nice in hoops.
I think the youngest son is taller than Bronny.
Yeah, say Bryce he could dunk.
Yeah,
He was taller than Bronny. He was
Yeah.
just skinnier and just, you know what I mean, I don't
but
think
he's taller. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he really wanted to hoop at first, but he was realizing probably, "Damn, I'm nice in hoops." And
Yeah, he said,
probably just,
"Yeah, I'm nice."
I got to hoop.
Yeah,
So it's
he
just
said-
like, but yeah, it's crazy because they said LeBron could have been in the NFL if he wanted to, which is
Where?
crazy.
Yeah, he
Tight
could have
end or
been. Yeah,
something.
because he was like the number one. He was like ranked receiver.
Yeah.
Ranked tight end.
And I was never nice enough at sports like that to play one sport professionally.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I knew
collegiately, let alone
business-
two.
Yeah, I knew business was probably gonna be my route. I said,
Yeah,
I
nah.
realized that like 11th grade. I said, yeah, sports probably ain't gonna be
Yeah,
my
no,
route.
sports was never. I said I was nice in hoops, but I was never like I could never like overcome the hurdle of playing in like a game. 'Cause playing the game is different.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
so
playing the game is
different.
way
It's
different
so
than playing
different.
pickup.
Just
Playing
playing,
pickup
yeah.
and
That's what I
playing a
tell
game
people
is like
'cause
totally different
That's
basketball.
another thing we did. Me and one of my best friends, like a brother to me, his name is Audi Lagundi. He's from I forget where he's from, but he's a refugee from somewhere, and he lives in Northview. And we started he's a Somali band too. Now I think about it, he me and him started a basketball league over the summertime, the Happy Day YBL basketball league, and we have
that's fire.
Salim's.
For
Yeah,
real?
we have Salim's sponsoring
From the
that
Strip
for us.
District?
Yep,
Yeah.
Salim's Meat
Oh, there's
Market.
some collabs too.
And we have and I remember the basketball court that's down the street from my house. We call it the Jungle.
Yeah, I heard about the jungle. Yeah, because we used to. Yeah, I heard-
Yeah, we got people that come down there just from all over the city. They come down. Like he said, "Where you from?"
I'm from Homewood. Yeah.
Homewood. Yes, he's Homewood. He come to the jungle, or he's heard of the jungle.
Yeah, I
at
heard of the
least.
jungle. Yeah.
But people come down to the jungle. They like, "Oh, this man's butt missing layups." They talking about
Yeah,
me.
they talk crazy.
missing layups. I'm missing layups and stuff. I'm getting turnovers. But I telling them, I'm like, "Hey, man, come Friday night, once you put that jersey on, because a lot of them come to the games, and they all hoop at the games for different teams. Because it's we do like was it 300 or 275 like registration fee, and then we had like an all-star game. We were planning to have an all-star game, and like 3-point contest, all that stuff for money, but we couldn't get the we got did we have enough money? We had enough money, just wasn't enough time, honestly, for the scheduling. Cause
have to get the loco team together for the next.
Yeah,
no,
we gotta
yeah.
make a team.
Come and
yeah.
put loco on the map.
Yeah, no, for real. 18 and 25. We're thinking about that's for the summertime, age 18 and 25. Then during the wintertime, we're probably gonna do something for the older heads, cause a lot of the people that were coming out to hooping were younger, but they were always bringing older people who were like, "Damn, man, I wish I could come hoop," or "Damn, I'm too old to come hoop." Cause I was asking people to come hoop for my team. They're like, "Yeah, I'm 26 or I'm 27." I'm thinking because it's everybody I went to school with who I knew I could hoop. I'm like, "Damn, I didn't realize you was that older than me, bro." My fault, bro. It's just, yeah, damn. But we started that up, and I'm telling the kids who come down and play pickup, like y'all calling me but once I put that jersey on, and once you'll come into
Wait till
these
Friday night with the
games,
light.
Yeah.
yes, and for a minute there was a nice lot of it's you know where Neighborhood Learning Alliance is.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we was playing our games at.
Okay.
And it's just like a regular just gym, just regular people sitting along the sides of the thing and the bleachers or whatever. And first few games wasn't packed. Then like out of nowhere it just started getting packed because everybody who was coming to the jungle, they created their own team. They called it the Jungle Team. They bringing their girls out. They bringing their family out. They bringing everybody out. So one night I remember the Happy Day team, my team, we played them. And they was talking so much shit the whole week down at the jungle. They were like, "Oh, Rock's team," 'cause that's my nickname. Everybody calls me Rocka. Hey, Rock's team, oh, Rock's butt.
Yeah.
I said, everybody on Rock's team can't do nothing.
It's like it.
Happy the team to beat. Oh,
He said.
It's talking that
Oh.
hotness.
we won about like 50. It was crazy.
Hey,
Show-
he
you
started
can show
talking-
him that you
he
can
started
tell.
cooked
It
him
was
real quick.
crazy. My boy Rob, he was like, "Man, y'all doing all that talking. See, y'all doing all that arguing on the sideline. But you see us over here, we hooping, man."
Yeah, we're hooping over here.
That's what I told him. I'm like, "Yo, y'all making fun of me." Because I'm missing layups. I'm getting I'm turnovers. I'm missing shots. I'm like, "Man, I don't care about hooping all like that."
4 people on the court with me.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I'm like, this is my team. I get it and all, but it's just like, this is my team. Don't tell me how to run my team. Don't tell me how to do what I want myself to do. It's just like, don't call me weak. And then when you come to You come to the Friday night games. You're not scoring 20 plus. You're not scoring 30 plus.
Yeah, you're not. What are you doing?
Like, what are you doing down here, man?
He
Like,
said,
I'm
what
only knee weak from
Go
missing
get
one
your
layup.
nice 2-2-1 and keep it
Yeah,
pushing.
like what? And like, that's all. I'm like, go ahead, man. And people out there thinking this, like, they're getting D1 offers. People coming in there, they're like, yeah, man, I got offers. I'm like, man, there is not. I said, Jim Boeheim is not in the stands right now.
Yeah.
For,
Nobody's watching your huddle.
and the dude who recruited AI is not right there.
And if he is
Like,
here, he's
bro,
not
people,
looking
people,
at you.
al-
Yeah,
people always
man.
playing like they got the scholarship on the line.
Yeah,
Every-
they-
every-
I remember one game, some dude was like, yeah, I got a scholarship, man. And my boy Abdi was like, bro, no, you do not, bro. He said, shut up, bro. You do not have no scholarship, bro. You doing all that talking? Hoop, man. I want to win. He's like, yeah. He said, my fault, bro. I had to tell him real quick, bro. I was like, chill.
So is hoops is like your sport?
I see me now. I'm boxing. See, I've been boxing since I was since I could breathe. Honestly, I've been boxing since I was like 3-4 years old.
Yeah,
My
boxing's
dad,
like popular on the north side too.
yeah, my
Not a lot of
dad.
north side boxing.
If it wasn't for my dad, I would not be boxing. If it wasn't for my dad, I would not be doing a lot of things. Honestly, so it's a good thing that I have my dad with me in the corner, just guiding me down the right path, or just having anybody to a good support system, just like, you know what I'm saying, family or anybody who might be to you.
Who's the best boxer right now?
I might have to give it to Canelo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just fought
He just
somebody?
fought. After that fight,
Okay.
my dad, remember we was boxing the other day. He said, attack the body like Canelo. Attack the body like Canelo. 'Cause, Canelo would hit, I forget what was dude, Churlo. He was hitting Churlo with these crazy uppercuts and body shots. And I remember there was one, he hit him with, it was like, was it right here or somewhere in his body. And my dad's like, yeah, he felt that one, made him change his whole game up. Because in the first rounds, he wasn't, Churlo wasn't throwing no punches. He was just taking them. And Canelo was the one, his game is more like he'll back you down. He'll wear you out. I'm sorry. He'll wait. Like, he'll wait for you to throw the punches. So he'll wear you out that
But
way.
you-
He
you
got that
tiring
defense
yourself
from
out.
ever since he played.
Yeah.
He fought Mayweather.
Yeah, ever since he fought
Yeah,
Mayweather.
ever since he
he was
fought
like,
Mayweather, he's
that's how
like, yeah.
Mayweather is. Like, he'll let you get tired before he attack. And then that's what Canelo was doing. But he realized that Churlo wasn't throwing no punches. So, like, right after, like, the 6th, 7th round, no, it might have been, like, somewhere in the middle of the rounds, he had hit him with this crazy uppercut in his stomach. My dad was like, he felt that. He's like, yeah, man, changed his whole game plan up, man. Yeah, now I gotta start throwing them things. And Charlo was definitely throwing them after that. But if you watch that fight, you know Canelo won that thing. And Charlo only had like 2 rounds won, honestly.
I was gonna say I'm not like super tapped into boxing. I watch like a lot of MMA, but
Yeah.
you can't sleep on the body shots because I seen the Gervonta Davis hit
Yeah, he hit,
Ryan
Ryan
Garcia with one of
Garcia.
them
Yeah.
His liver
and had
right
him
here.
and had bro like I was like he was standing up 1 second. And I said no, he took a knee. He was like I'm done. I was like what did he do to him?
That's what I said. Every time you watch like a slow motion knockout or a slow motion hit to like the body, you always see it's like that air comes up from the body, like that jiggle, and then the mouthpiece, the air comes out the mouth, and the mouthpiece will just come out and just
No air.
yeah,
No
be
wind in
like-
your
they go,
sails. Going nowhere.
You hear that? They be you know they done after that.
Yeah, they're done for.
But yeah, nah.
But we got our last little segment. We like to do quick hits, which is just like quick, like 1-word answer questions,
Mhm.
and it's meant to be fast paced. Just get a little bit idea of like what you're thinking. A bunch of random topics. So
Yeah.
don't feel too much pressure. But I'll start off. So, favorite ice cream flavor?
Salted caramel.
What's your favorite food spot in the city? Like your favorite restaurant right now?
Ooh, that's a good question. Damn, where have I been eating the most? I'd probably say Texas de Brazil.
Yeah,
Down
Texas,
the
yeah, that's
strip.
good. Yeah,
Not Station Square.
yeah, Station Square, that's good. Yeah.
I know you said you were tapped into the fashion a little bit. Who's the hottest in fashion right now in the city?
Warren Lotus, man.
Warren Lotus. Oh,
Warren
yeah,
Lotus,
I
man.
mess with that stuff. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
crazy.
Swear, Warren Lotus. That's my favorite brand. I've been following him since I was in like a freshman, like 2018, 2017. So I'm finally glad that I can be able to buy some stuff from him. 'Cause before,
His stuff high.
yeah, it was like $300. I'm in high school. I'm like, damn, I can't buy that now. I can buy it now. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you say like one of your like some of like your daily habits that you do every day?
Um, like I said, working out every day.
Yeah, just working out and busy. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite show you watching? Favorite show or movie you seen recently?
Um, probably From. Yeah, that's on Epics.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
From. Yeah, I'd probably give it to From. Or maybe I was watching Gen V, The Boys. Y'all watch that?
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen
I
The
heard the
Boys.
boys. Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
The Boys.
It
That
gets,
show's crazy.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's vulgar on there. It gets
That show's
crazy on
crazy.
there. I was like, yeah, oof. But nah, probably From might be my favorite one. Or The Boys, I don't know, one of the two.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor at your store?
Salted caramel.
Salted caramel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think's coming up next? What's like hot and upcoming in the city?
Um,
What excites you?
I said I'm tapped in the music scene right now. So my boy Nello's rapping. Everybody I be rocking with. My boy Lang. What's his name is Signal now. My boy Gorilla Newski.
Oh,
All
yeah, I
North
heard him.
Side,
Yeah, I heard of him. Yeah.
All North Side boys that I am saying I grew up with. My boy JT. They all rapping, all Apple Music. You know what I'm saying. So just tapped into the music scene right now. So hopefully the music scene in Pittsburgh blows up because
Yeah.
we got good people here too.
Isn't Guapo Leonard from Northside?
Yeah, he's from the
Yeah,
North
he'd
Side.
be over there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was going big for a little bit. Reese Young and people like that.
Yeah, so I never I went to school with Reese Youngin, but I never we wasn't like cool or nothing for real. Like we wasn't
Yeah.
really friends, but Guapo Lennon, I never met him before. So he's more so cool with my boy Nello. So if anything I would have met him through him. I never met him before. So he came to the shop, but I never like sat down and just
Yeah,
talked to him.
yeah,
Before,
yeah.
but yeah.
I mean, man, we really don't got too much else for you. We really appreciate you coming on the Loco
Oh,
Pod,
yeah, yes,
man.
sir.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, telling your story, telling us about Happy Day Dessert Factory, your journey throughout entrepreneurship. You gave a lot of great tips about entrepreneurship, about life, just knowing yourself as a young person. I hope you all thought this episode of LocoCast was sweet. No pun intended. Sorry. Well, I gotta go back to the drawing board on that one. But man, Galen, we appreciate you coming on the podcast,
thanks for
man.
having
We
me,
appreciate you
man.
making the trek over.
That wasn't funny, bro.
yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
I swear, man. Thank you for coming on the pod, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely have to
Yes,
make
sir.
a stop up to the Happy Day.
Hey, open 12 days. I'm sorry, 12 days a week. Open 7 days a week from 12 to 9. So if everyone come through 906A Western Avenue, North Side of Pittsburgh. One and only black-owned ice cream shop. Happy Dessert Factory everywhere.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
everyone go support, man. Thank you.
Go support.
Yes,
We appreciate
Happy
you.
Dessert Factory on all platforms.
Yeah, we'll throw some pictures of them later.
Yeah, we'll have some pictures for you.
But Galen, we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all for being tapped in.
Mm.
Live Loco, and we'll see you on the next one.
I
See
know.
you later.
Thank y'all.